Hi guys, right, today we're looking at some headlights on an Astra H. These headlights, it's the common problem where as they get older the plastic lenses deteriorate and you get this sort of fogging on the lens. Now I've seen some videos where people can refurbish these, put some polish on it and get one of the wheels on your drill, polish them out, and that can work, but it depends how bad they are. Now these are the original lights, 2005, and they have they're pretty bad. You know, this isn't just dirt. This is the plastic has deteriorated in the sunlight and stone chips and just general road use. So what I've done here, I've bought another pair of headlights for this car. Lights are cheap from eBay, so you know, if you've got the tools and the equipment to do the polishing, you know, that's great, but I don't, and I don't want to pay someone to do it. It's going to be just as cost effective for me to replace these lamps. So we're going to take these two out and we will fit the new ones. Now, to get the headlights out, you do need to take the bumper off, so we will be doing that as well. It's quite a simple procedure, just a couple of tools required, so let's get on with it. Okay, the first thing we want to do is to take out two bolts from the wheel arch. So what you need to do is move the wheel one direction so it gives you space to get to it. It's just here. This is a T20 Torx, so we'll go ahead and get that out. Move the wheel round and we can get the one on the other side. Okay, I've just realised that there is a second Torx screw in the wheel arch, so we've removed the one from the bottom. If you come to the top here, you can see that there's another one just here. So there's four Torx 20 bolts to take out from the wheel arch, so I'll do that now. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is to remove the front grille. This is held in place by trim clips. There's four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now these trim clips are held in place with a rod in the centre. So the centre of this clip is a little plastic rod that gets pushed in to secure it at the end. So to get them out, you need to push out this rod from the centre, and then the clip will become loose and you can just pull it out. So I haven't got any specialised tools for this, but what I will do, I can't do it while holding the camera, but I'll hold my hand underneath the clip and then I'll just push the rod down like that, and then as it goes through it'll fall out underneath, grab that rod, and then the clip will come out. So I'll just quickly remove that rod now. Okay, so there's the rod. Basically just push it through, it falls out underneath, and then once that is out, we can just lever up this clip. There we are, let's just leave it now, and that's it. A reverse is the same, push this in and then push the rod back down the centre. So I'll get the other four out and then we'll come back. Clips are out. This top bit, as you can see, is now loose and it's been held on by a couple of clips that come down from the grille into the bumper, so they need to be prized out. You can use a prise bar or a screwdriver. Just be careful you're not going to damage the paint on your bumper. If you get your screwdriver right at the back and then lever the grille up, it should be fine. So when all those have clicked out, you should, there we are, we just removed that grille. Okay, so the bumper now is being held on by two trim clips. There's one here, one on the other side. Now these are very similar to the other clips that we saw, except that the rod is attached to a cap on the top, so these are easier to remove. Basically just loosen the top off and you'll see that it's coming out. There we are. So these have a little cap attached to the rod, but the same clip. So once that's out, the clip will pull out like this. Now there are three clips underneath on the bumper. Let me just show you those. You just go underneath this front panel here. Should on this car they are missing for some reason, but there are three more trim clips, 1, 2, 3, that hold. This is attached to the bumper, and this then attached to this cross member here. So this should be held up here with three more clips, and if you're going to take the bumper off completely, these clips will need to be removed. This bumper is still being held on with a clip, which is around here somewhere. So to release that, grab the side of the bumper and just pull it towards you. You hear that clip? That's fine. And another one. Okay, so there's two clips, 1, 2, and they just pull off like that. That then leaves this bumper loose. So I'll go around to the other side, and again just pull this bumper towards you. That's it. Now this is all loose. The only thing now that's holding this bumper on is some clips here at the top. So we'll get in there and show you. This plastic part here needs to be pressed down like this, and as you're pressing that down, pull the bumper towards you and it will disengage from this black panel. I can't do it while I'm on the camera, but I'll do that now. I'm just going to push these down and at the same time pull the bumper towards you. There are 4 of these. Okay, all these clips are released now, and you can see if I put a screwdriver under there, it's moving that forward, and that bumper is ready just to come off now. Now there are 2, if you've got fog lights on your car, there will be 2 connection wires on there, so just be aware of that when you take the bumper off. Okay, so that's the bumper off, and you can see now there's 2 connection wires here, one for the fog light on this side. There's also a wire in the centre for the temperature sensor. But as you can see, the bumper will move off enough where we can get to the bolt on that headlight. So if it's just the headlight replacement that you're doing, I would recommend that you just leave the wires in place and just lower the bumper down to the floor like this. So there are 2 pieces of polystyrene which we shall remove. That will make getting to the headlight easier. And now we can see there's 1 bolt here and 2 on the top. 1, 2, 3. Take those 3 bolts out and the headlight will be able to come out. So these are 8mm bolts holding the lamp in. So I'll get those out now. Now I can see that this one's had some attempted repair in the past, which has failed, so we'll be replacing that anyway with the new light. Nice. And the last one at the top. So now that all those three are out, the headlight should just come out of place. Okay, so there's an electrical connector on the back of here. Now the way that this is removed is there is a red clip here on the socket. This needs to be levered up, so there's a little space just underneath here for the screwdriver. Just lift that up all the way. And as you pull this out, the clip then gets released. So lever the red clip out, and it just pulls straight off. And now the lamp can be removed. Okay, so there's the two lamps together. You can see the difference. And what we need to do now is just remove these bulbs across before we fit the new lamps. Okay, so here we are at the back of the original light. The indicators are easy. It's this plastic ring here, just need to be twisted, and that comes out, complete with the bulb. And this whole unit will fit into the new lamp. The new lamps don't come with this bulb holder, so we need to move this across. And then the other bulbs are under these rubber covers. First one is here. This is the main headlight bulb, and this comes out just with a twist, and the lamp comes out. What I'll do is we'll just remove that lamp from the holder, but you'll see that this just pulls out of that holder there. Now I'll transfer this across to the new light. Now the last one is under the other cover. This is the side light and the high beam. So the high beam has two clips there which squeeze the clips together, and that metal clip will lift up and the light will come straight out. So I'll do that now. Pull the electrical connector off first. There we are, and then I'm just going to squeeze those two clips together. Clip comes up and the bulb comes out. Again, that's going to go to the new light. The last one to do is the side light, which is right down here, this black one, and you just grab hold of that and pull it. It's just a press fit in place. And there it is. That side light bulb looks a little bit dirty. I might give that a clean or put a new one in. So there's our 4 bulbs: indicator, side light, high beam, low beam, and we'll move those over to the new lamp now. So that's the bulbs fitted. There's the low beam in place, the high beam, the side light, and this is the clip that we put back in for the indicator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this back outside, connect it up to the wiring harness, and just check that all the bulbs work first before we put the lamp back in place. A lot easier to get these out whilst it's out now. The last thing here to do would just be to replace these rubber covers on the back. We'll get some new ones with the new lights, and that's it. So I'll go outside, I'll test the lights, and if all good, we'll get them put back on. Okay, these power connectors that go onto the lights is just a reverse of what we did before. So all you need to do, they don't actually press on with much effort, they just sit over the connector like that, and then you squeeze the red connector back in. As it squeezes in, it pulls the socket back onto the into the correct location. be a bit tight. There we are. And that's secure now. Just a quick test. The bulbs are working. Looks good. Next thing to do is just hook the bumper back onto these clips at the front. It's easy, just press it straight back on. Like so. And then clips at the side. Just hook the bumper back onto the wing. And just give it a bang to put those clips back in. Same on the other side. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and put these bolts back in the wing. Okay, bolts back in the wing. Next, it's the two clips at the top. So put the clip in first, and then put the rod into the centre, push it down. Same with the other side. Okay, next is the grille. Just locate the grille onto those clips in the bumper, like so, and then it just pushes down, clips into place, and now we've just got the 4 trim clips at the top. So as before, clip in first, and then the rods that came out the centre, you just need to push those down. And that's then secure. Okay, and that's the job finished. Ah yes, those lights look much better. Okay, well I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, give it a like for me. See you next time.